Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Damn Dude Industries, and I have a very special video for you today. We started recording, and then before I started reading the articles, I was like, oh yeah, whenever I don't use Facecam, a few people like tell me why don't I have Facecam. But I will play the audio of what I said because I was kind of funny. And Christine, Elise, and yes, I did have to go on Google and actually do Google Translate to figure out how to say that because apparently I don't know how to say Elise.
What's wrong with you?
Eli, because I think at first I said Elise.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
And then one of my fans on Discord actually texted me. Did you hear what Christine Elise said about the Chucky reboot? She said the Chucky TV series is in deep development. And when he said that, I was like, what? I was like, damn, dude. Hopefully she watches this, and you know, we all love you, Christine, and we all appreciate you defending, you know, Child's Play, considering, you know, me and a whole bunch of other people, we literally spend most of our days or weeks or months. I've spent the last 2 years pretty much dedicated to Chucky on this channel, so I'm happy that you're defending it. Giving my friend Kane, and like, you know, he's making a game of it. Like, you know, it's our passion. So we kind of need Chucky to keep thriving. So you go into profile, and right here will say linkinprofile.com. And I guess this is like her links to various things. And then here you can see all the articles. And one thing that really surprised me, and I'll play the audio right now. Wait, she has a freaking Redbubble? Hey girl, hey, can you follow me on Redbubble though? Cause I'm gonna post on Instagram and tag you, so I know you're probably gonna watch it, because I think you watched the other one of my videos. So hey, follow me on Redbubble. Nah, I'm kidding. The only thing I'm kind of confused about is it says you've seen dolls that bleed. This one pees, but he's not bleeding. Christine, he's not bleeding. Why didn't you use the Uber on this part and then make a separate one where it's like the scene of him bleeding? I'm confused. Oh my God. Kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. I'm kidding. Just read one article. I actually read as many as I can because each article might give different information. And I'm gonna read them all. Don't worry, I'm gonna cut it to the best parts. Original franchise star Christine Elise, or Elise, God, I'm just gonna keep getting it wrong, brutally gets honest about upcoming Child's Play remake. As we've been telling you, MGM is full on remaking the Child's Play franchise without the involvement of creator Don Manzoni. Mind you, I'm far from an anti-remake sort of horror fan myself, but the very idea of MGM going behind Mancini's back and trying to cash in on the franchise he has spent his entire career keeping alive is a pretty aggravating one. Especially considering his franchise is still very much alive and well. As it turns out, the original stars are none too pleased either. Speaking with Horror Geek Life this week, Child's Play 2 and Cult of Chucky star Christine Elise pulled no punches when asked about the remake, and we love her for it. It's going down. It's about to go down. So let's go down, and then let's read about it going down. I think it's an unbelievably huge dick move. Damn, dude. Damn, she went in. Damn, dude. I think it's a douche move. Absolutely. Damn, dude. Damn. Oh my God. Oh my God. Ellis told the site, I don't know why they would fuck with a healthy franchise. Oh my God, she's going in. She don't care. To make a competing franchise with an existing, and like you said, healthy, robust franchise is super douchey, and nobody from the original franchise is involved. They're not gonna have Brad Dourif, they're not gonna have Don, they're not gonna have any of us. I think the doll is going to be an artificial intelligence doll that goes haywire, so it's not going to have the whole element of the serial killer possessing it, etc. So it's not going to be really a Chucky film. So I don't know why they're just taking the title and stealing it and monking up the waters. It's especially douchey when you know that Dom is developing a TV series and going back to using the title Child's Play, not Bride of Chucky, Seed of, Curse of, Cult of Chucky. It's going back to the Child's Play name, and it's deep into development. So this MGM project could have, it hasn't, but it could have really easily derailed the TV show project, which would have been devastating. because fingers crossed it happens, and fingers crossed I'm involved in it as much as I would like to be. It's an opportunity here where Dom can further the story he's been telling for 30 years, but rather than tell it in 90-minute segments every 3 years or more, he can tell 10 hours of story in 10 weeks. So it is going to be weekly. So that's confirmed. She just confirmed that it's going to be weekly. It's not going to be one. Because some people are like, oh, it's going to be like 8 hours long. No, it's 10. We thought it was 8. He could have 10 hours of story in 10 weeks. He can get that much more story ahead. And if you've seen Cult, you see how Cult ends. You know how rich in story it is. There's so many doors open now. And to threaten the dominance in the Empire, I think, is fucked up. Amen to that. But one experience that I like to talk about on that set that's unusual for people, that they would never guess, is that Alex Vincent was 7 years old and his hours were restricted by child labor laws. He could only work a certain amount of hours and he had to go into his tutor and go home. And then Chucky was run by 9 puppeteers that were all union actors, and I was an Alex too. But Alex is 1, I'm 1, and Chucky is 9. So when I shot scenes with Alex and Chucky, what we would do is they would shoot the establishing shot, which is the big wide shot of everything that happens for the whole scene. So when you move in for close-ups, you know where they are and where they're positioned in the room, etc. So I do the wide shots, and then we move in and shoot all of Alex's close-up stuff first, and then send him home because he had the shortest work day. And then we'd shoot all the Chucky stuff because Chucky was so much more expensive to have on set than I was. So they'd shoot Chucky stuff, then send Chucky and the puppeteers home. Then I would do all of my close-up work with just a blue piece of tape on a stand. That blue tape is Alex, and that red tape over there is Chucky. So I was acting almost in a vacuum, and I really wasn't an experienced actor either, so it was challenging. Wow. People always ask, was it harder to work with a doll, or what's it like working with a doll rather than a human being? And that is pretty much the same. It's just all acting. The stuff that's happening in the scenes for the most part isn't real for you at all anyway. Being chased by a murderous doll or having to do a love scene with somebody you're not in love with, it's all acting. It's all just pretend. So those things are especially easy or difficult depending, but acting with neither of us. No actor, no doll, just pieces of tape. That was actually challenging. Standing in the snow in Winnipeg, what was going through your mind just before hearing Dom Mancini yell action for your end credit scene in Cult of Chucky 27 years after Child's Play? It was 40 below and 3 o'clock in the morning, so I was thinking, I'm fucking freezing and I'm fucking Chuckles exhausted. It's really fucking cold, and I knew it had been a long day and Dom was really exhausted, and I found out after the fact that they almost didn't shoot it. I flew out there and I was in Winnipeg for most of the week just to do that one line in the movie for the after credit thing. And it had gotten so late in the day that the producers were saying, let's just pull it, let's just not shoot it, let's just blow it off and not do it. So thank God Dom understood how important it was to reintroduce my character to the franchise the way he did with Alex's character after the credits for Curse of Chucky. So thank God I didn't know they were thinking of pulling the plug, because I probably would have choked. I probably would have had 3 takes and fucked up, and they wouldn't have used it at all. From the outside looking in, the Child's Play universe gives off the vibe of a close-knit family. Can you talk about your relationship with Mancini and how he holds that family together after all this time? I stayed friends with Dom after the second one, so I was friends with him through the intervening years between 2 and Cult. And we have friends outside of the franchise in real life in common, and I'm actually friends with Jennifer Tilly in real life. I know Jennifer before she got the part in Bride, and she actually asked me whether she should do Bride or not. That's the element of Los Angeles being a small town, so just knowing people socially kept the family alive too. Wow, that's really interesting to know, actually. Wow. I got back in touch with Alex in 2011 when I started doing conventions, and Alex feels like my real little brother, and he was a baby when Dom met him, and Dom's known Alex his entire life. Alex was 6 when he did the first film, so Alex's earliest memories involve Chucky and the cast and the crew of those films, so that's sort of a family for him too. And then Don literally cast Brad Dourif's daughter Fiona in Curse of Chucky, and in Cole, and Kevin Yeager, who designed the first Chucky, and Freddy Krueger and the Crypt Keeper married Catherine Hicks, who was the mom in the first one. The black leather hat that I wear in Child's Play 2, I owned that hat before I was even an actor. I wore it on the audition and they had me wear it in the movie. Will we be seeing Kyle and Andy teaming to battle the demonic doll? Fiona knows more than anybody because she's best friends with Dawn, so I'm sure he's confided much more in her than he has either Alex or myself. But as an actor, you don't believe a job is going to happen until you're on set and they say action for the first time. Until an actual job is offered to you, no job is real. I don't have any official word that me or Alex or even Fiona for that matter are going to be in it. I can't imagine how we wouldn't be, though it doesn't make any sense. Dom himself says I want the show to pick up where the movie left off, and Cult of Chucky left off with Fiona possessed by her father basically, and Alex locked in the nut house, and me out in the cabin torturing Chucky. So I don't know how you leave those threads, any of those threads, hanging. Well, that was pretty much it. I mean, that was a lot to take in. So that was is that your girlfriend, Alex? Who is she, Alex? Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you learned something new. Hopefully I brought you the news. So what do you guys think of her response? Do you agree with her? Do you disagree with her? If you could say anything to her right now, what would it be? Leave in the comment section what you would say to her.